Cheers. Hey, Bubly, if you're watching this,
Slide.
for sure slide. Oh my God, how about this? Last time we asked you guys to hit up a brand because we love them so much, they ended up wanting to have a call with us. So everybody go politely and calmly spam the frick out of Bubly and tell them that we love them. And we cheers them every single episode. We've done it twice. But like we'll
drink
do
them
it
on our couch actually every night.
It is the drink of our household.
Yeah.
Through and through. We last Friday we bought 3 boxes.
Gone.
Yep, today's Wednesday.
The last one.
Less than a week. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep, we're through all of them.
And you know what? We're going to be honest, we've dabbled with other sparkling water brands. Nothing beats Bubly.
Nothing beats Bubly. It's
I like white peach.
White ginger peach.
Yeah, white ginger peach.
It's way better than LaCroix. I'll take a LaCroix. I will.
Sure.
I won't turn it down. But LaCroix, you know, you see all the memes. It's like it just tastes like you like walked past a strawberry tree or like dipped your lollipop in water when you were a kid. It tastes like that. But this has the perfect amount of flavor.
And the perfect amount of fizz.
Yeah. They're really they're spicier than LaCroix to me.
Oh, totally.
Through and through. I don't know if it's like the can or it's probably
There's one that we tried recently
can.
that's like not, I don't know, I can't think of it. Bubly.
And I really like how the tabs on it, every flavor has a different greeting.
Yeah, it's cute. Like
so lime says, "Oh hi."
Oh, that's what mine says too. Sometimes they say
cherry says "yo,"
and like, then hey.
It's like sup, hey. It's just like different
cute little things
ways to say hello. It's so cute. Not sponsored by Bubly at all, but we would love to be. So everybody go tack them politely. Speaking of bicycle, when you guys hit them up, we told you like we ended up having a call with them. We have another call with them on Friday. So by the time this is out, it'll be last Friday. So we'll catch you guys up with how that goes. I think it's a call to kind of further what we can potentially do with them. We don't really know. They were just saying they're open to have another call about something that they talked about with the team.
So it sounds like maybe they have some kind of ideas of what they would want from us.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's going to be so big.
Oh, also what? Oh, I thought my note deleted. That would have been real, not that bad, but upsetting. I've been back in the office at work and I feel like my weeks, I mean, I've only been back for the past 2 weeks, but I feel like my weeks feel a lot fuller. Like the weeks have been going by so much quicker. And I feel like now that I'm like leaving the house, I feel like I've left the house more these past 2 weeks than I have these past 2 years.
Right.
Which is
like
crazy.
Consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like my like motivation to fill my schedule is like a lot more there. I don't know. Momentum for sure. I like laid out my week in my head, and each day I've had like either a meeting for Oddvice or going into the office for my other job. Like I feel like I've been super like go and I like it. Like I feel like I'm on a hype right now.
Good. I was just talking, I had a meeting last night with my manager, both of them, and we were saying like, okay, you know, the world really, really, really is getting back to normal right now as far as the workplace, as far as, you know, like you just said, people going back in the office. And Arlene made a really good point. She was like, we still like, as exciting as it is, we still need to be gentle with ourselves. And I like wanted to pass this message to you and Leanna too, because you both are dealing with it, but like ease back into it. We haven't done this in a minute, so it's really exciting right now, but like remember your resilience isn't where it used to be. Your stamina isn't where it used to be. So
can't like crash and burn.
Exactly. Because I like it is exciting, but I'm like, hold on, wait, like just, you know, don't at least for myself, I can't push myself too much, because once I get like, I try to like overpower my schedule because I'm excited for one day, then it like fucks me up and I crash later.
Right.
Which is actually like very relevant to what we're talking about today.
Oh yeah. I didn't even make that connection in my head when I wrote that down.
No, yeah. It's just you get excited and then it's like, whoa, hold on. You got excited, but like it's like you get excited about the end goal of some. Okay, I feel like we need to talk about this when we get into the episode, which we will in a second. But yeah, no, I'm glad. is like the culture the same? Do you feel like people are more relaxed? Like, what's it like in the office?
People are definitely more relaxed. Like I wouldn't say like the culture is the same because, I mean, I work at a headquarters and there's thousands of employees that are in and out of our campus every day.
Mm-hmm.
And well, back when we were all there,
right?
But now it's like, it's still super quiet. We don't have our like cafeteria, which is, I mean, our cafeterias, I was just telling you guys about it. It's a fire. We have like the best food, but we don't have that. So we're not like back there yet. Our gym's open. I'll never go.
We have a fucking gym?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. We have a gym. We have a car wash.
A car wash?
Yeah. I get my car wash like detailed. Good too.
Oh, that's so cool. Did you get it done?
No, I'm going to do it when I get back from the Bay.
Smart.
Yeah.
Is it free?
No, I don't think so. Oh.
God, it should be. It's like I have to drive here.
It is, but you tip.
Okay, of course.
Like
of course.
I'll tip like a good 20 or 30.
To me, that's still free. Tipping is never
Totally.
like an expense. It's
totally
courtcy, but
yeah, we have all the amenities are like slowly starting to come back. Like you could tell we have like food trucks and stuff.
Good.
But I'm in the office where my team is like slowly rotating into the office. So we're like going in on like I go in like a couple days a week, but I'm a commuter again. I'm like that category again.
How are the roads at that time of the morning?
It's like,
is it back to like old LA or is it still a little?
Well, okay. So I'm lucky enough we can come in kind of like we're on a flex schedule. So I can come in like later in the morning and then we leave early in the afternoon. I'm literally in there for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
But I go after the traffic, like the heavy commuter morning traffic. So I'm only on the road for like 45 minutes. Oh, I say only, but like a lot of people are going to be like 45 minutes to get to work. But you guys, LA, my commute used to be like an hour and a half.
Yeah. That's really, for the valley to downtown, that is a breeze of a drive.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, you're barely
25.
commuting. You're good.
And my way home was like 25.
And mind you guys, this distance is 11 to 12 miles tops.
Oh, it's 8 miles.
Oh, it's 8?
It's 8 miles.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
45 minutes, 8 miles.
Yeah.
That should be 8 minutes.
Yeah. It's stop and go the whole time, but you're smooth sailing, but I'm going like probably like 25.
Tops.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I bet you're going to start getting back into like podcasts and shit.
You know what? I was thinking that today. I want you guys to send me some good playlists and podcasts because I used to listen to podcasts. I don't listen to podcasts anymore.
Me either.
I used to listen to them on my commute every day. So yeah, send me some stuff to listen to because I don't know what to listen to. I used to listen to, there's a podcast, I want to shout them out. I forget who the like parent company is, but it's a story called The Passenger List. I think I told you about it. It's about this plane crash that happened. It's fiction.
Oh, okay. It's like, tell me more.
No, it's really good. You should listen to it. I only listened to season 1, but I think there's a second season. You know what? Let me get it so I can give it a proper.
I don't think I've ever listened to a podcast that wasn't about real shit. Like, I don't think
really?
Wait, do you remember? Actually, we listened to one. It was like the story time, like immersive.
Yeah.
Storytelling podcast.
Did I listen to this? No, I listened to this on my commute.
You and I listened to this going to the Bay one time, and it was around like spooky season. I forget what it was called.
Oh my God! I found the one you're talking about. The one that I was just referencing, the plane crash. That's called The Passenger List.
Okay.
That one's good. Go listen to that. And then the ones Kristen was talking about, like spooky season ones. There's one called The Truth. They call them like mini movies for your ears. I've listened to every single one of those.
Yeah,
they're
cool.
so good.
It's like it'll be describing like somebody running up behind them, and you'll hear the pitter patter, the steps behind, and like the sound engineers, whoever does it. It's the type of sound where it's like you feel it in the left ear, and then it goes over to the right ear, like the really immersive sound. It was cool. Some of them are a little corny, but like it was perfect for something like a drive where you're just like. I mean, we were driving 6 hours to the Bay, so you're just kind of like not even thinking about driving at that point. It was a way to keep your brain going because we wanted to stay awake.
Yep.
I remember it was like,
it was a really late drive.
Yeah.
There's one more that I think I showed you. It's called. There's one more that I wanted to show you. It's called Flash Forward. They're like scenarios. It's this girl. She goes through scenarios, like potential scenarios in the future. And it's like little short stories about what that future would look like. So for example, like one of the episodes I listened to is what would actually happen if the entire world stopped eating meat, and what would that world look like? And she talks to like professionals, like industries. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's a really good podcast. Flash Forward. Go listen to that.
I would never stop listening. If I started that's something where I feel like I would get so into it and like start freaking out, and like I don't know. I think that might take me somewhere I don't know.
You dive into those for sure.
Holy fuck. That's sick.
Those are some good ones.
Yeah, it's a good podcast. Send us more podcast recommendations though. I stopped listening to podcasts because I haven't been, obviously the past 2 years, haven't been traveling as much, and podcasts are usually my travel thing because I don't always like to hone in on a movie on a flight because I feel like I've just like seen every fucking movie that like Delta has on their like recommendations thing. So send us suggestions because we're also going to, do we tell them yet? We're going to New York for my birthday.
I think we might. Maybe it was Patreon.
Yeah, we're going to New York for my birthday. So that's a long 6-hour flight, so we're gonna need some podcast recommendations too, so send them our way. What else? Today I got acupuncture again, and I think I want to look into acupuncture school.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
I think I want to do it.
Is it like a special, do you have to have your medical?
I didn't like look into it too much.
Okay.
I Googled it and got like one answer, but like I want to like really, really look into it, but I don't think it's like full medical.
It's probably like,
I think it's a specialization. Yeah. It said 3 years.
Okay.
Which is like not terrible.
No, totally manageable.
There was 3 different types of like medicine. One started with like an O. There was like 3 different types. So I'm assuming maybe one of those a year.
Right.
But cool. It just seems really like, I know I'd love it.
Super interesting.
I think I'd love it. I've been itching for the past, I feel like I've been saying this for like 2 years now, itching to really look into the medical world. Like I've said multiple times how I think it'd be really cool to be a nurse, but I'm like, fuck, that's a lot of school to start right now. Like while I also still love my job right now, I don't want to fully
pivot,
change. Yeah. Right. I'd like to like even have it as like a side hustle, like take on clients, like friends, family, like even like my fucking grandpa, like my mom, like people around me, and just, I don't know.
Have the knowledge too.
Yeah. It just seems like it's so healing, and on such an emotional level too. Like when I started bawling during my first round of acupuncture, the way she comforted me, but like not in like a therapist way, but just like walking me through it and like telling me what was happening on like what is it? Your nervous system level. Like I was like, what? Like, this is so cool. So I don't know.
And it's still very like holistic and not so Western.
Yes. Not at all. It's Chinese medicine. I would love to at least dabble in that. And then I could see myself going into like physical therapy. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Find some programs in New York.
I will. Cause I don't know if I'd want to do it online.
No, I feel like everything. That's why, like, I had started that program and I stopped for a multitude of reasons. But, it being online everything's online now.
I know.
You can't do your whole life online. And especially people like you and me, like we like to sit in a class.
I want to like take notes with a fucking pen and paper, and like I feel like something with acupuncture too. Like I obviously need to like be with bodies and like try it on people, and like I don't want to just do it on myself. Like I want to like be with like-minded people is the big thing too. When it comes to online anything, I'm like,
I need to like be able to talk it out with someone.
Right.
Yeah.
In person.
And not like respond to your teammates' prompts. Like that's so bullshit.
I hated that shit during like the online classes I did take at FITM. Like that was your homework assignment. It was like you have to respond to 6 prompts.
Like what your other classmates had said or whatever.
Yeah. And I'm like, shouldn't the teacher be doing that?
Right.
First of all, you know,
and it's like if you're trying to, if this is so that we start a conversation about it. Like, let's all hop on, I don't know, since we're all digital, let's all hop on a call so we can actually talk about it.
Right.
Whereas if I'm just like typing out a response that is forced.
It was so forced.
It's not a conversation.
I don't know if you ever did this, but I would like write the same shit.
Oh, totally.
I really like.
Is this what you meant by this?
Yeah. Right. I love when you said this. I really connected with this because
what about this? Like, no.
Busy work.
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
I would be a good teacher. A college professor. I couldn't do grade school.
No. But you're right. College professors, like I feel like you could
You know what? Fit 'em.
Fuck yeah.
Should we teach at Fit 'em?
We can. You realize we could do that now, right?
Yeah.
People who don't know what Fit 'em is, all the teachers there are like still in the industries that they teach the classes for. Like their teaching job is their side hustle.
Right.
Like all of our teachers were
weird, so weird. I was just telling my coworker about this today.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa. I get so passionate, like excited. I miss Fit 'em. But like my buying teacher was literally a buyer for Ross. And she was like coming in after work and like teaching us and like telling us what she just did at a trade show the weekend before and literally would come in and bring her like spreadsheets and be like, and obviously block out the things
right.
she needed to, but she'd be like, see what I did here, you guys will be using this, da, da, da. We could do that now.
We would still need teaching credentials.
I mean, yeah, but like we can get those.
Right,
it's like getting like your marriage license, I'm sure. I'm just kidding.
Probably.
I'm kidding. It could be cool though. We should look into that.
We should do that.
So any acupuncturists out there, let me know what's up. Should I do it? Is it like...
I think we just want to be every profession.
I do. I want to do everything. But then I'm like, where the fuck do I start? And this is a perfect segue, honestly, to get in this episode, which we will in a sec. Let's do song of the day. What the fuck are we wearing? What's up? You look cozy.
Okay, my song of the day is You're Actually Gonna Die.
Okay.
Well, maybe not, but I did when I found this song. So I was just going through like new shit last night.
Uh-huh.
Does the name Justin Nozuka sound familiar to you?
Spell Nozuka.
Nozuka.
No.
Okay, if you hear this song, I really hope you remember it. Anyway, my song of the day is Summer Night '08.
That sounds familiar.
No, are you thinking of Summer Nights by...
Probably. Yeah, that's what I think.
No, but that's a good
song.
A good song. This guy, first of all, he's so cute. He had a song back in 2008 called After Tonight. Can I play it for you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So he's like still making music.
Okay, that's good.
And he dropped a I think it was just an EP. When was it? 2021. And this song that is my song of the day, the Summer Night '08, is so vibey and so cool. Listen to it.
Wait, what was the name of the other one though?
That was After Tonight.
So they're both night things.
Oh.
I thought you were about to say it was like a sequel to the song.
Oh, I didn't connect that. No, I just like, I remember the name sounded familiar to me when I found this song.
But I fully know the song.
Right. And I was like, hold on. And that song brought me back. Oh, wait. What were we? Freshmen? No.
8th grade.
8th grade.
Yeah. No. 08, 09. That was the beginning of freshman year. No,
because Vince graduated 08.
Right. So the way I remember years of high school is I think about what my cheer said that year. So I did competitive cheer every year of high school. And freshman year, I remember we said 09, 10. This is our year. So like that's... how I remember. Okay, so that was my freshman year cheer. So that was freshman year. Like that's how.
The only way I can like figure out my age in grade school was I turned 10 the first day of school in 5th grade. So I'm like, okay, 6th grade I turned 11, 7th grade I turned 12.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
I was young. I was a baby.
We're also on that like cusp year where like the beginning of the school
wait, I turned 9.
Yeah, you didn't turn 10.
No, I turned 9 5th grade.
Yeah. But we're on the cusp year where like the year it was the year of school we were in.
Oh.
Like
2005 5th grade.
And then 2009 we started
9th grade.
End of 2010 we started 10th grade. Like that's how I always remember for us. Anyway,
whatever.
Nobody fucking cares about that.
So that's my song of the day.
What are you wearing? You're wearing new clothes.
Am I? Wait, no, I think I've worn this.
That, but you have not worn these pants. We have a new debut item right now on the podcast.
Get a load of this.
Because usually we wear the same outfits. You guys know. Why do we even say what we're wearing anymore? Do you guys care?
Yeah.
Do you guys care? Like, can we stop? Do you care about what we wear? Do you care about our song of the day? Do you even care about this podcast? Just let us know.
We're gonna keep doing the podcast. Don't worry.
Yeah, that was dramatic.
Should we not do outfits anymore? I feel like half the time I'm like, this is my sweatshirt from Walmart.
It's just, we wear the same exact shit. I'm actually wearing new socks. No, today's different. Okay, so
these are my Adidas pants from Adidas.
My Adidas pants from Nike.
And I'm not gonna do it right now because my legs are really ashy. But they snap all the way up. I think so we're going to Vegas next weekend. I think one of my outfits in Vegas, I'm gonna do like
next weekend
sexy Adidas pants.
Cool. You should rip them off.
They don't come off that way. They don't go all the way up.
Oh.
They have a waistband still. They just go to the top.
And undo it and have like your hips out.
The buttons?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you're going to go to like here?
Yeah.
Cute.
Right.
You should like wear booties with it. So you have like height so they like flow in the wind.
Okay.
Sure. Like you can like, yeah, let's get creative.
Okay.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah. And then this is my, I think I might have worn this when we did our story time for whatchamacallit, Super Bowl weekend, but this is my Rams crew neck from Mitchell and Ness. And then just some fuzzy socks.
Oh, that's where those socks. I'm wearing, these are like slipper socks. They have little grips on the bottom. They're Sesame Street and I got them. Where did you get these? CVS. I got them with Leanna like 3 years ago and they're so thick. They're literally, like I said, they're like
they
shoes.
Remind me of like my grandparents wear these socks. They're like really thick so that like they keep circulation.
Compression socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They remind me of those.
So they're good for plane rides.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Will you wear those on your flight to New York?
Probably.
What shoes do you wear with them?
No, I bring them and then I put them on after. Okay. No, I brought to come downstairs. I wore like my slides and I couldn't even put my foot in because these are so fucking thick. But the grips on these, it makes me want to wear them to Pilates. So Pilates, you have to wear grip socks. These are technically grip socks. So.
Sick.
What else? I'm wearing biker shorts and then my fuzzy like teddy sweatshirt I got from Target.
Should we wear like matching shirts on the way to New York? Like birthday girl.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely. Right. We should get them made.
Yeah. Like birthday girl crew Etsy.
Done. I didn't say my song of the day. Song of the day is Coconut Oil by Lizzo. Oh my God, these fucking dogs outside. I'm gonna kill them.
Wait, Lizzo dropped a song?
No, I think it's old. I think it's an older song. Kaya showed me it though. I actually don't know how old it is or how new it is. She very well could have just dropped it, but I don't think she did. Hold on. Oh yeah, 2016.
Oh my God,
it's old, but she turned it on and I was like, oh, this is fucking dope.
You know what? Last time I saw Lizzo was, I think it was actually 2017. Was in Vegas.
Oh, at Life is Beautiful?
Yeah.
Last time I saw Lizzo was
wait. No.
We went to like a Spotify event.
Yeah, and remember there was like no one there.
That was sick. That was so right sick. When Good as Hell came out.
Right.
And like
before her blow up.
Right. It was the time, like, you know when a song blows up and everybody knows the song, but they're not fully aware of the artist yet? Mm-hmm. It was like that like soft spot of like 2 weeks where it's like, oh, I know that song, but who is it?
Right.
Okay, so we have a good episode. We came up with this the other night and kind of as always, and I feel proud to say this, it's relevant to our lives right now. That's really how we come up with every episode. It's like, what's true to us? What can we truly speak on with like the frontal lobe right now? Like what is in our narrative? Right. And I don't know what we're going to title it yet, but it's all about just like doing the shit you know you need to do, but you're not doing it. And why aren't you doing it? And the things we do to get past that. And we're just going to open the discussion, but it'll be a good one. Before we get into it, we're going to take a quick break for our sponsor. So today's sponsor is Athena Club. And like we were just saying, life is kind of going back to normal. We're going back in office. We're going out in public. So we got to shave our legs.
Yep. I literally shaved my legs today before work. What I love about Athena Club is their razor kits start at $9 and you get 2 blade heads, you get a shower magnet, and you get to choose your color handle.
I love it. Their razors are so cute too. They're very minimalist. They're very light. I love it. And they have a water activated serum on the top of like each little razor head that has hyaluronic acid in it. And if you don't know what hyaluronic acid is, it's like one of the best things for your skin, for your face, for your body, everywhere. I think the hyaluronic acid molecule can hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water. So It's really moisturizing like as you're shaving.
I was going to say, I love when you shave and you're so moisturized that the water droplets like slide off your legs.
No, it's literally a commercial.
Yes.
Also, you don't have to worry about running out of refills and honestly shaving with that rusty razor like I know we all have done before, because the new razor heads are just shipped to your doorstep. So once you run out, boom, you have a box ready to go the next day, and no tetanus for you.
Show your skin you care with Athena Club Razor Kit. Sign up today and you'll get 20% off your first order. Just go to athenaclub.com and use promo code Oddvice.
That's ATHENACLUB.com with promo code Oddvice for 20% off your first order.
Thanks Athena Club.
All right. So like we were saying, the things you have on your to-do list, it could be anything from like the tiny mundane things you need to get done, that'll only take like 5 freaking minutes, but they've been sitting there for months, years, all your life. And the things that are surrounded by like our goals, like the goals we want to start,
life moments.
They're honestly, when it comes to that pressure of like completing them, they're both just as heavy to me. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. It's like, they're like daunting. And they will always, at least for me, I don't know if you're like this too, but like my brain is very visual. It will always be a bullet point in my head.
Yes. It almost sits in like the lower left corner of like a cardboard box type thing in the back of my head.
And it could be something as simple like go return that package.
Yes. No, I literally needed to return something that I bought it from Sorella Super Bowl weekend. I never ended up wearing that. And now I'm not even going to get my money back because I end up going and returning it. And that thing was kind of fucking expensive. And I feel like I'm never going to fucking wear it again. But it's little things like that. And the reason, so like we were saying, like we came up with this the other day because I was thinking about something I've been wanting to do that I haven't done. I
was going to say, do you want to say what it was?
I guess this is like kind of a lot. I mean, yeah,
it's okay.
I don't mind. I forgot that this is like why I chose this, and I wasn't ready to like talk about it, but it's totally fine. I wrote my dad, like my real dad, the one that's like not in my life.
I wrote him a letter.
I wrote him a letter, you guys. I didn't send it. And that's what I'm getting to here. I wrote him a long letter about how I've been feeling for 27 years and just all the things. That's a whole other fucking episode in itself. But I was telling Alex, I'm like still sitting on this letter. Okay, these dogs. So I was telling Alex how it's still sitting on my nightstand. Like I haven't even like written his address on it. I still just like have his name and then my return address. But like, it's like, why am I not doing it? I literally was asking her, like, I don't know what it is, Alex. Like, I know I'm going to send it because I quite literally said in the letter, if I don't send this, I know I'm going to regret it. I'm going to regret not getting the answers I want, like whatever. And it frustrated me. But then you were like, it's normal. Like you related to me because you also have some things on your list where you're like, I don't know why I'm not doing it either.
It's like, as far as like these big things that I haven't started, I feel the same, like,
it's almost like a word not coming out.
It's like on the tip of your tongue. That's how I am with therapy. I know I'm going to do it. I know I have to. I know I need it. But
we're just not.
It's like, it's almost like we like this, like, no, I'm not going to say we like it, but like,
I think our brain's comfortable with it.
Our brain is comfortable with it. And we know these are two very big things in life that, because there's only a few things that, and I'll get into like my definition of like, why I'm not doing things. But one of them are these big life things that I know I'm not doing because I know the second I do them, my life will change forever.
Yeah.
And I don't like change is fucking terrifying.
I get that. And I know the change thing is scary, but like we know it's going to be good. So it's like, it's so interesting on a psychological level why our brains almost aren't allowing us to do it. Mm-hmm. And these two examples it's not lack of motivation. It's not procrastination, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not all these basic elements of why you don't do something. These ones are a lot, like very much like deep rooted.
My other form of like not pushing myself to do things that are on my list, and I've like said this a few times, is I like hold off doing things for the thrill. Like I don't think I've ever like admitted this on the podcast, but like I will go months not paying my car registration.
Oh my God.
But
don't
like
do that.
No, I know, and I can, and I do eventually, but it's almost like, oh, I'll get to it. And like, it's like thrilling to me. Does anyone else? Yes. I'm
sure
like,
you're not alone.
I want to know if like people specifically relate to that though, because like I will just like, I don't know. It's almost like fuck you system.
What?
Yeah. I do that with like a lot of shit.
Like what else?
Like I have like a couple speeding tickets I've never paid. Parking tickets I never fucking pay.
I'm surprised they're not tacking that on your registration. The like speeding ticket part. I know. Like
well, okay. I think I like swindled somehow with one of my speeding tickets. I got 2 speeding tickets back to back. Is this like really bad to admit?
And people do way fucking worse. You know what I mean?
I got 2 speeding tickets back to back. And you know how you can only do traffic school like once every like 5 years or something. I don't know. There's like a time limit in California.
Yeah.
I got mine so back to back that somehow my traffic school handled both of them.
Oh, wow.
So like I went and looked online, and I don't know if it was like someone manually on the back end like saw my traffic school and only saw one of the ticket, because the tickets were in 2 different counties.
Oh.
So my traffic school like handled both of them, and I got really lucky because otherwise I would have had to pay the full amount for one of my speeding tickets.
So traffic school takes away the fee?
It takes it, I think it lower. Oh, actually, I don't know payment wise, but it takes it off your record.
Oh.
So
okay,
it's
good.
Yeah, it's not on my record anymore.
That's good.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But I paid for the traffic school, so I don't. That's like, the thing. I don't know because I don't look into it.
Right. Oh no, I get that about that type of shit. I'm like, out of sight, out of mind. Like I don't want to fucking see it. The thrill thing. I'm actually curious to hear what other people have to say too. I'm totally sure you're not alone on that. But like, I'm surprised I'm not like that considering the other like characteristics I am. But my mentality with that is, it's getting more expensive. Like if you don't pay it, because you know you're gonna have to end up paying it anyway. If you don't pay it, like you're gonna take more out of your pocket later.
My thing is like, I'm gonna pay it anyways. Why not pay the extra $50 and then just like deal with it later?
That almost is so unlike you too.
No, I know. And I think I think that's a big part of it too, is that I'm a very like organized, on the dot. I'm so like trimmed and proper in other spaces of my life that like shit like that, I'm like, this is my thrill. This is my quirk.
Ooh, she's crazy.
No, I know. Like that's what I think I do it for.
Like I've gotten away with it for this long. Why not push it to the limit?
Yes.
I guess I honestly get that. Now that I kind of wish you didn't tell me this. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, fuck that. Like, knock on wood. I've never got a speeding ticket though.
No, that's crazy. I say this to you all the time. Every time we're in the car together and I'm driving and I don't run a yellow light, Kristen's like, oh, you could have made that. I am so I just referenced 2 speeding tickets. I think I've had 4 total, 4 or 5.
Damn.
I get pulled over all the fucking time for no reason. I've gotten pulled over for not using my blinker, changing lanes. I've gotten pulled over for
roll through a stop sign?
Rolling through a stop sign. I got pulled over. I know this is like the law, but
the law.
I got pulled over when I was 15 and a half. You're not supposed to drive people.
Right. I remember.
I had someone in my car and he pulled me over because I looked young.
Oh.
I have gotten pulled over for every single reason under the sun, and I've only not gotten a ticket like twice. So like every time Kristen's like, can you run that? Or like, you can totally make that yellow light. I'm like, no, I have the worst fucking luck.
Yeah.
If I run a yellow light, I guarantee I'll be pulled over. I just have bad car luck.
Maybe when I'm in the car with you though, then you'll be good. Like it'll like, you know?
No, I won't risk it.
You know, honestly,
I got pulled over I got an actual ticket for turning red or turning right on red. But like I was going with the flow of traffic. I didn't come to a complete stop. I rolled through, but like was literally going with the flow of traffic enough that like if I would have come to a complete stop, I would have been rear-ended.
Oh.
But I rolled through, went right on red, and I got a ticket.
Yeah. And you know what? I bet you it was like towards the end of the month because since I learned that cops have to meet a quota.
I got a fucking ticket in the mail from the camera.
The cameras. West Hollywood's crazy.
This was Orange County.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. No, see, literally like I will get a ticket. If Alex could get a ticket, she'll get a ticket.
When in Rome.
Right.
Yeah. West Hollywood, there's if you're ever out here, there's what are they called? Stop sign cameras everywhere in all the little neighborhoods up in the trees and shit. Do not roll through that. You will get a ticket. Like the camera clocks it.
It's crazy.
Anyway, what were we talking about? This is not a traffic school episode.
Well, no. Okay. So that's the differentiation that I've come up with in my head is like either I won't do something because I'm terrified. Well, not terrified. I fear change. Like I know my life is about to change and I'm very comfortable with my life right now. So just like the sheer thought of something not being how it is today, that's one of them. And then the thrill, me being quirky and edgy.
Just quirky and edgy, just not like other girls. I totally understand. Me too. The change thing, go into that a little bit more because I know that's common, and I know on a psychological level, our brains fucking hate change. I know that, but I don't relate to it. So like, I want to hear that because my side of it is I fucking love change. I crave change. I'll get into that later, but like, what is it like? You don't want a new routine? Like, is it that detailed, or is it just like the impending doom of you maybe hating the next chapter?
No, it's not like, I wouldn't say it's like anything negative. Like, okay. I don't think things are going to turn out bad. I feel like I'm a pretty positive person when it comes to change. Like I don't know how to put this. Like I'm fine with the actual change. It's just the action of like something messing up my current routine.
Yeah. The adjustment.
It's the adjustment because like I know I'm going to be happy. I know it's going to be good. And if it's not good, like I adjust quickly. It's just the thought that like my everyday is not going to be my everyday anymore.
Wow.
When you're like thinking about a big change, do you get like a physical response? Because that's a big thing that comes with me. When I'm thinking like, I'll sit on this example of therapy because it's a big one going on right now in my life.
For sure.
When I think of me taking a step towards actually starting therapy, which I have taken a couple steps and it's baby steps. We'll get into that a little later. But when I think of it, it's like that feeling. Okay. And like I get a physical response. I get like clammy. I get shaky.
So it's anxiety.
Yes.
It's generally negative, these physical responses.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really label them like negative or positive. It's just like a physical response. It's just like something that happens to my body. But I've kind of always looked at anxiety like that.
That's why I said that. Yeah. And the reason I call it negative is because when you asked if I get a physical, I do, but it's butterflies. I get excited. It's happy. I get butterflies. I smile. I get like, like I always do that. I always like wiggle my arms and say when I'm excited. And that's a genuine physical response. That's not just like a word for me. Like that is my body being like, yay.
Right.
So that's
like a physical expression.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess like it does come hand in hand with my anxiety, but I don't look at it as negative.
I get you. Yeah. I didn't mean to like label it. I don't mean to call it negative, but that's so interesting. Like I want to hear what you guys have to say about that too. Cause change to me, I know I crave it too much. Mm-hmm. If it's not changing, I'm bored. That's when I lose motivation. That's when I lose momentum. That's when I lose, what's the word? Inspiration. And that was a big thing, big thing that I realized I needed. Constant change is what I'm talking about. I realized I needed that towards the end of my career at Ted Baker.
Oh, okay.
And the end of my corporate job, because every day for me at that job was exactly the fucking same, and I couldn't do it, and it was making me depressed, and I felt understimulated. It was a big stimulated thing. I always wanted like a new project. Every single day I wanted something new, but the world I was in, which I'm sure you can relate to, because it was like the retail world, we were really only working off the 5 blocks of seasons, like fall, winter, spring, summer, and resort. Like it was just like, it was the same thing the whole time. And that's when I realized I'm a creature that loves change, and that's why I wanted to leave, and that's why I'm grateful for I'm at now, because every day is so different, and every project is so different, and every brand is different, and every creator is different, and I can make it my own. And I'm really glad I was able to make that jump, but then I'm also realizing this constant need for change also affects my measure for wanting like instant gratification and everything. And the second I have an idea, I want to start it tomorrow. And that's not always how it works. Mm-hmm. Even the podcast was a big thing for that. The second I wanted to start it, before I'd even talk to you, before I even thought about what the fuck I'd even talk about on a podcast, I was ordering podcast equipment.
Oh, shit.
I had my technically my 3rd acupuncture session today, and I want to be an acupuncturist. Like, that's how I work. I want that change. I like, the second I'm interested in something, I want to fucking do it. But then I go to start it and I don't get it right away. And I'm like,
on to the next.
Yes.
See, I find so much comfort in like in a routine, in not the same thing every day, because I'm very lucky. When I decided, or when I was like asked what I wanted to do when I grow up, in air quotes, right. I kept thinking like, I know I don't want to do the same thing every day. I want routine. I've said this before on this podcast, like I fucking love a 9 to 5. But I do want a project-based job. And right. I think that has a huge role in like what has kept me like super, I don't want to say comfortable, because I'm constantly challenged at work. You're but happy. Like happy content. Content. That's a good word. Content at work is because I still have my routine, and like I have my creativity because I have a creative job, obviously, but like it goes hand in hand with the fact that my job is still project based. Yeah. So I've like been able to mix the two, and I think that's kept me like, like I have this momentum, but I'm still like in my routine lane.
That I could do. That does sound like a really perfect happy medium for our personality types, at least.
Right.
Yeah. No, I mean, every time I feel like I'm very aware of your job at this point, especially since you work from home. Like I see your days, and I could definitely do that. Like you're right. The project-based thing is, I mean, my job's like that too. It is project-based, but like
the only thing that makes our jobs different is the set hours, and then the team. Well, no, because you still work with teams. I guess like your team aspect.
Yeah.
But you still like bounce off creatives.
I still
really like the hours are kind of the only difference.
And like you're on salary.
Right.
Like you have health insurance.
Yeah. And I have a gym.
Fuck. And a car wash.
Bag.
And like branded pens.
I love my pen.
No, I know. You need to get a new one. She has this. Oh, wait, I almost said the name. She has this pen from her.
I got it on my first day of job.
Of job. I've said job. And
I fucking lost it.
You need to get a new one.
I know. But yeah, when I was laying out shit for this episode, I wrote down a list of things. If you're like me and you have a fear of change, I wrote down a list of ways that you could cope with your fear of change. And the top one is go to therapy.
Hey, if that is not a sign, I don't know what is, Alex.
But it's like it's a what is it called? A catch-22? Like I need to go to therapy.
To start therapy. To get the courage to start therapy. Yeah. Right. Sorry, before you get into that, just to the therapy thing, because I know a lot of people do relate to like taking that jump to start therapy, and I really encourage everybody to start it. I was telling Alex, trust me, it is better to start therapy when you're not at rock bottom. I started therapy because I was desperate, and my first phone call with quite literally a stranger, I was begging for help because I felt like I couldn't live. Sorry to get fucking dark, but it's just, I don't necessarily regret it because it was part of my journey, but it really would have been a lot easier to ease into if I wasn't so desperate for her to answer the fucking phone type shit.
Yeah.
So, if, I don't know exactly where you're at mentally always, but it seems like you're in a pretty level place right now.
I'm definitely like, compared to last year was one of the worst years of my life, actually.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely like on and up.
And that's great. And that's therapy is just as needed than the right. Rock bottoms, but it's easier on the mind, on the body, on the soul if you start when you're in a calmer state.
Yeah.
Then you can ease into it. Then you don't feel like you have to just like, this person has to work because I need them to work for me. That's where, like, luckily she worked for me, but what if she didn't? And I needed somebody so bad. Like, you have this like buffer right now where you can shop around because you're not desperate for a therapist.
Right.
Just throwing it out there.
No, I know. And like, this is crazy because I'm hearing everything you're saying and I know you're right. And like, I completely agree, but there's absolutely nothing on this earth that anyone can say that will actually motivate me to start therapy.
Yeah, I get it.
And like, not even myself. Like,
you will.
Yeah. And it's like, I just know I will. I don't know. I can't put into words why I haven't started.
It's totally okay. And you will do it when you need to. Yep. And tell me to shut up if you ever want me to stop pushing it. It's just one of those things that like, you'll do it when you want to.
I know.
That's a lot of things in life.
Yeah.
But get into your list.
Well, I was going to say, a thing that I've like been practicing or doing is having micro and macro goals.
Love this.
So again, with therapy, doing little things to like lead me up to it has been helpful. So I made an account on BetterHelp on one day, and then I filled out half of the like questionnaire thing on literally like 2 months later. Mm-hmm. I just finished the other half like a month ago. Then I got matched with a therapist like I think, what was that, like last week or a couple weeks ago?
Yep.
I got a message from my therapist, read the message, didn't respond. It's baby steps for me. It's like really, really small baby steps, but it's like easing me into it, you know?
There is nothing wrong with that.
Totally. It's the only thing that's been helping.
For sure. I even I was thinking of a point about that too. Like those little steps, like this example specifically, when you talk about it, I could tell you're like 2 months ago, like you're being hard on yourself when those steps are big. As micro as they are big for you. And that's all that matters. It doesn't matter how it makes you look. Nobody's shaming you.
No. And I know that it's more of like, it's more me. Like I've never in my life been one to like procrastinate this much on anything. Yeah. And like I've always been super fucking do it, Alex. Get shit done. I've always been a get her done girl. I don't know. Like everything. Yeah. And this is more of like that half of me is like, why is this one thing taking you so long when it could literally take you 2 hours if you set your mind to it? And I've been like that with myself for everything. And like I know this is bigger, it's gonna be like a bigger change, it's a lot harder, this is a bigger life thing. It's just so like drastically different for me. Yeah. That it's like it doesn't feel like me.
Yes. Yeah. I get that. The micro goal thing though, I mean, it's called a micro goal for a reason. And I do the same shit with the stuff that I know should only take me X amount of time. I like to be gentle on myself because like when we're hard on ourselves, it's not going to get us there any quicker. You're just going to start almost building resentment for that task because you already have a negative like connotation around it. So, I mean, you just kind of have to be okay with the pace you're going at because clearly if you didn't like it that much, you would change it.
Be doing something different.
Right. So just try and just be gentle with yourself.
Another thing that I wrote down was remembering my why.
This feels like a FITM project. Like I feel like I
100%
remember your why. Like I remember this.
Sounds super fucking cliche, but like kind of like on that same note of right now, I feel like I'm on an up and I'm not like rock bottom. Kind of remembering where I was when I was in my deep depression just like 6 months ago. Remembering that and feeling like how I'm feeling now and how something that I know like therapy could help me. Yeah. That's like a big push for me. That's a big part of my motivation.
For sure. Valid.
And then my last thing on my list is it's all about perspective, having a positive outlook on it. And that's why I'm trying to like I know it's not a negative thing and I don't like using the words like the word negative when it comes to like me starting therapy. Because I feel like I do have it. Like I know it's going to be a positive change. I know it's going to be good. And if it's not good, I feel like I know how to pivot.
For sure.
Which I don't know. I've never heard of someone like hating therapy unless you hate your therapist and like have a hard time, which is like, that's what I mean when it like, if something were to go wrong is like me not liking my therapist.
Just an example.
Right. I know how to pivot.
Right.
So yeah, just like having that perspective has helped me too.
Yeah. It's almost bringing logic back to it.
Right.
Because the anxieties around starting anything, it's a lot of hypotheticals and it's like, whoa, slow down.
It's still just a thing on your list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even have to worry about that yet. Cross that bridge when you get there type thing.
Yep.
Part of my impulsiveness is, like I said, once I want to start something, I want to do it right now. I want to do it right now. And if I can't do it right now, I have about a 72-hour threshold and then it's quite literally dead to me. No, it's awful. Like you should see my texts with my manager, Victoria, at all times. Like she's like, yeah, we could start. I'm like, no, I want to do it right now. And it's like, okay, it's Sunday afternoon. I can't do anything for you right now. Like office isn't open type thing. And in starting small, taking things piece by piece has really helped me. But then do you ever find yourself like, say you have a day planned out. Okay, Friday, I'm going to do XYZ. Even if it's something like I'm going to go to the DMV or I'm going to grocery shop and then clean my room and then like finish my homework or whatever it is. And one thing throws off my day. Now I'm like, okay, now the grocery shopping has to be pushed an hour later. Now the other thing has to be pushed an hour later. Now I can't start the other thing. And then I get mad at myself and then I spiral. It's like I try to organize, like when I'm feeling overwhelmed and I know I need to do something, I try to make a list. And then once I don't achieve that list perfectly, then I'm like, oh, fuck. And all my hands are up in the air and I'm just like, I can't do anything right. And then I'm like crash and fall and die. Like I'm so extreme. I need to relax. But that's what my brain does.
Yeah, I see that, and like I've witnessed you like, oh well now like I'll just do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm such a list person that like part of rearranging my list is like the fun of having the list.
And you have made that like an option for me, because to me, once the list is written and I'm not doing it in that order, I have failed.
No.
When you, I don't know when it was, but I have a feeling it was probably you who helped me realize you can like erase,
right,
and like move things around.
Yeah,
and that's helped me a lot over the years. But like,
I thank you, and I remember we've had this conversation before where like you had a lot of things that you needed to get done one day. And I was like, and you were feeling overwhelmed and you felt like you couldn't start any of it.
Yes, that's what happens to me. I get so overwhelmed that I keep using the thing. My hands go up in the air. I know Leanna relates to this too. Yeah. And like it consumes you. You literally, you get so overwhelmed and frustrated that everything pauses. Your brain, you flatline.
Right. No, I feel like I used to feel like this, but you know, I think my mom helped me with this. I think she told me something like, you actually have more time in the day than you think, and your anxiety fills up a lot of those minutes that could be put towards you just crossing that thing off your list. Yep. And if you just like sit down, and this is like so much easier said than done, I know. But if you like, if this could help anyone, if you just like sit down, breathe, give yourself 5 minutes to just breathe through it, and then just start at the top of your list. Don't even think about everything after it. Yeah. If you can like slowly get through each bullet point one by one, at the end of it, you'll be like, oh, that was easy.
I did it.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me that. I actually asked you, I was like, how did you learn this? And you did say your mom taught you that.
Yeah.
Pass that on to your kids, because I was never fucking taught that. And
I do. I mean, I get like that too. Like if I'm overwhelmed with something, I'm like, and I think that comes in part with like not wanting to start it, is just like, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
It's like this weird form of procrastination.
And like irritation.
Right. But I hate how like when we're growing up, and I feel like procrastination has such a negative connotation to it when like it comes to like homework, and like, don't procrastinate, just get it done Monday and you'll be fine for the rest of the week. But it's like, procrastination is just like, you can turn it into a good thing if you learn time management.
Yep.
If you're like, okay, it's not procrastination if I do it Friday, even though like my teacher says do it Monday, do it at the beginning of the week. If I plan for it Friday, there's no stress around it. I could still get it done, but it's still labeled as procrastination because I do it the night before it's due.
I get you. Okay.
And then calling it procrastination adds this like extra anxiety to it.
Because then you're like already labeling yourself as like
the person who doesn't get shit done in time.
Procrastinator.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even if I label that thing to do Friday, I'm thinking about it every day until Friday, to where I'm like, fuck, I should just probably do it today, because then it's just going to weigh on me until Friday. It's going to stress me out all week until I do it. Isn't that weird?
You're
like, do you want a hug?
I don't know. I just don't relate, because if I air quote schedule it for Friday at 3, I don't think about it until Friday at 2:30.
Oh my God.
Unless it's like obviously something I have to prepare for. But like if it's like, oh, Friday I need to go to Sephora and then go drop off my shit.
Oh, well that's it. I was kind of more going off like
the homework thing.
Right, like a project.
Still, if I schedule like, and this was a huge thing with my time management for like getting projects done at school, I would say, okay, if something is due Thursday, I'm going to plan on starting it Tuesday, because it's not started like too early. But if I run into any issues, I have Wednesday to like clean up my messes and have it done by Thursday still.
That makes sense.
But it's planned Tuesday. Come Monday, I'm not stressing about what's due Thursday.
Right.
Because I have it planned out.
Yeah. That makes sense. I definitely, I get the logic behind that. But then, like you were saying, as we get older, there's also so many other aspects that come into
oh my God,
your world.
So many wrenches can be thrown into fucking timeline.
Yeah. Like it's all about just being able to adapt. Mm-hmm. And I've learned that as I get older. I really always thought I was really good at time management, but the past few years I realized I wasn't. And then the past year, I feel like I've actually gotten the reins on my time management just this past year. And I'm fucking turning 27 in 2 weeks. Like it's crazy to think about. But back to the wrenches thing, I'm sure a lot of people can agree. A big wrench that gets thrown into a lot of my productivity days that I get excited for. Like I get excited for these productivity moments and this momentum that I know I'm going to get come Monday, come what, whatever. But my mood might come into play. Something might happen in my family that triggers the fuck out of me. Something might happen in my love world that triggers the fuck out of me, or my hormones also go up and down. Like if I'm around my period and it's a really bad endo month, my hormones will throw me out of whack and I'll get really overwhelmed. And then I'll tell myself, okay, just chill for the rest of the day. Start it tomorrow. That's something that my therapist told me. They were like, your shit will be there tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Just chill for the rest of the day. But then have you noticed even when you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to chill the rest of the day, you're still not chilling.
Yeah.
So I want to say, if you're one of those people that are going to give yourself that chill day to like, okay,
actually,
I'm going to start.
Chill.
Yes. Actually allow yourself to relax. And I suggest giving yourself a chill day. Shit, if you could do it once a week, you're smooth sailing, but at least, once a month, whatever works for you and your schedule, but make sure you actually chill, because I'll have those days where, yeah, I'm laying there, but I have the guilt. Mm-hmm. I'm guilty. I'm just like, fuck, I'm chilling right now. And I know I can get up and be doing that thing. I'm literally not doing anything right now, but that's just like capitalism.
Right.
Engraved in our head that we need to be hyper productive at all times. Like,
and it's like, it has like reverse
effects.
Like it's making it worse.
And you're getting mad at yourself.
Whereas like this energy that was supposed to be positive energy and being productive is now negative, but I'm still so exhausted.
Yes. And that chill day was now actually just a waste day. Mm-hmm. Regardless of what I could have been doing, I didn't do anything and I was mad while doing it.
Sundays.
Yeah. Sundays. I do, like, we talk about this a lot. I do appreciate our Sundays in this household for sure, but
it's when they come in unexpected.
Yes. Yeah. It's the ones where it's, like I said, you go through something and you're just thrown off your rocker and like it sets off your whole day. I don't know if that's just a me thing.
No, that for sure happens to me too.
I just get very extreme with my shit. Another thing too that I had to learn recently is ask for help. Oh, that makes my skin curl. That makes my pride growl. I'm like, what? I don't need help. I could do everything by myself. The hell? I can't. No, I cannot. No, I can't. And that's okay. And I've had to learn that too. And, also just being honest when you're having those off days with people. You could just, I really am in a bad place today. Because like those days where I'm not doing shit and I'm on myself for it. And then my manager hits me up. Hey, like, where's this story for blah, blah, blah. And I'll feel like I have to make an excuse. And then that makes me feel guilty for making an excuse. That's like quite literally a fucking lie.
Right. But it's like the real reason's not an excuse in the first place.
Just be honest.
Yeah.
And once I started doing that, she was like, oh, and like, I totally get it. Your health always comes first. Like, she's so supportive. Right. And I was like, oh, she doesn't hate me.
Right.
It's that guilt. So I wrote just a little bit of kind of some tactics that I've learned to manage my time. If it's something that can take less than 15 minutes to do, so make that appointment, make that call, do your dishes, clean your room, start the laundry, just do it. And sometimes I even feel like those things, no way, they're going to take so much longer than 15 minutes. But ever since I started vlogging,
and I do time lapse of me like cleaning my room because like people love that shit. I look back at the clip and it took me, it's average 5 to 7 minutes that I clean my room start to finish.
Whoa.
When it's like a wreck too. And I've noticed.
You feel like it's like, sorry, go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
Don't you feel like it's like, now that you know that, it's like a race now?
Oh yeah.
It's like, no, like it's fun.
No, it is fun. Like it feels like when, you know, like you tell kids like, all right, clean up, whoever does it first wins.
Yes.
No, it's like, now I'm competitive with myself for sure. But like, it's those little things. It really doesn't take as long as you think. And kind of what your mom said, you have way more time in the day than you think. But yeah, things that take 15 or less, do it right now. Cross it off right now.
I like that rule. I feel like having a rule like that, or like some kind of threshold, it gives me that leeway of like, it almost like if I have like a list of things to do, it's overwhelming. The things that are under 15 minutes, I like being able to like, okay, these are under 15 minutes. I can cross these off first.
Exactly.
And then it almost like I'm able to let out like half a breath, because now the things that are over 15 minutes, like I can still not do them.
Facts. You literally took the words out of my mouth.
Right?
Literally what I have written down is it lets out steam.
Yes. Okay.
The breath is same thing. It lets off a little bit of that stress, so you can just like have more room for the stress of the bigger things.
Right.
That honestly deserve the stress more than these little ass things that don't need to be stressing you out.
Love that, Kristen. 15
I
minutes.
didn't come up with it. It was my therapist.
Every 15 minutes.
Oh, every 15. Okay, that's fucking
love that. I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do mine in 8 minutes.
Okay, now we're racing. Now we're gonna be like fighting,
racing around the house. Like,
I clean fast. Like, for real though. I don't know. Dishes is the one thing where I'm like,
oh, I'll do them.
Okay, thank God. And then the longer things, like if I have to write a creative for a brand or anything like business related that I know I want to put time into and do my best and like really give a lot of care to, I make a list of priority order.
Cool.
So, but then like we were saying, I do remember that I can move around that list, but I get overwhelmed with like, holy fuck, I have 3 things due in the next 4 days. And I look at the bigger picture, and that's what stresses me out. Mm-hmm. The bigger picture is like, okay, it's good to, look at that sometimes, every once in a while, you definitely want to be aware of what the fuck your goal is.
Right.
But
you know what I've also learned is there is a such thing as too many lists.
Yes.
Because if I like have a big list and then I list out mini lists of my big list, it's just extra stuff.
Yeah.
It's just extra shit more things that I can have anxiety about.
Yep.
So like because I started to do that. Mm-hmm. I've learned that I used to buy like one of those like really fancy planners.
Fuck planners. You know how much money I've spent on fucking stationery because I thought it was gonna fucking help me get my life together?
No.
Waste of money. Don't do it.
It's okay, but it helps some people.
Okay, whatever.
But
if it helps you do it.
If it helps you do it. But also know that if like don't feel bad if you're not that person. Because I consider myself a very organized, list oriented person. Fuck planners.
And when the list I'm talking about in this episode, for me at least, they're all in my head.
Oh, totally.
I'm not talking literal lists. Don't get it twisted. Totally. I'm talking psychological lists.
100%. And I psychotically cross them off.
I physiologically
in my head every day.
So yeah, I feel like we're kind of just saying the same thing in different fonts at this point. It's
such an interesting like part of life.
Yeah, like we could talk about this forever, and this is kind of where we're at now with how we deal with it. But I'm sure once we have kids, we'll deal with this type of shit differently. Once we have husbands, we'll do it. Like different life things kind of change how you deal with it. But if you're anything like us, just 27-year-old girls just like trying to navigate.
26. We're not 27 just yet.
Pretty much. 20 somethings. That's what we do. Where we want to leave you guys though, a big thing that we both really believe in is rewarding yourself. So, at the end of this, after trying to figure out what works for you, whatever that is, taking on the micro goals, the macro goals, all that. Just make sure you're still rewarding yourself and still being proud of yourself, which is also reward in itself.
Right.
Even just
but like acknowledge those baby steps.
Yeah, like you were saying, even just like a Starbucks or it doesn't always have to be like a big expensive thing necessarily. Or a way I reward myself sometimes is just acknowledgement, and for me it's like little words of affirmations, and just being proud of myself is a big reward for me. But find what works for you and what makes you feel good, because just taking off that stress of yourself will do wonders for your motivation, your inspiration, for your procrastination, all of it.
And remember, a chill day, it's not a reward. Well, it can be.
Right.
But it's also a necessity.
Yes.
So
self-care, what is it? Like self-care is not like a hobby.
Right.
Like you have to do it.
You quite literally need it. So if you maybe try and remind yourself that'll ease up on the guilt a little bit.
You're right.
Yeah.
That actually just clicked for me. That does help the guilt of it, because it's like, whoa, I'm not doing this.
It's not like, ooh, I did all this shit, now I can have a chill day, but then you're sitting there and there's just like, oh, there's so much more I could be doing. It's like,
or I'll have the feeling where I'm like, I didn't even get that much done. Why the fuck am I chilling? I don't deserve this.
No,
it's like it's chilling because you're tired,
right?
Because your body's
so that you can continue.
Yeah. Oh my god, that just kind of like, whoa.
For the Patreon episode for Friday, maybe just send in how you guys relate, how you guys cope.
Yeah.
Your guys' routine, any habits that you guys have.
Yeah. Also, I feel like I want to hear some stories about big goals that you've had, that you've taken, small steps to day by day and have gotten there. I want to hear those case studies, if you will, because I feel like that's a big thing with me. I'm told to take it slow, the whole story, the hare and the turtle, all that shit. But I'm like, I want proof. Does that actually fucking work?
No, totally. Because I feel like those slow stories, that's where you could easily lose motivation.
Yeah.
But they could also be the best success stories.
Yeah. It's just the power of looking back and being like, well, hold on.
I actually got here. Yeah. Let's hear them.
I feel like I could just, I think I do like this episode. I was kind of iffy with this episode. I felt like we were kind of all over the place, but I feel like this is a big topic that everybody can relate to. I hope you guys got something out of this. And if you didn't, I hope you still enjoyed it somehow. If you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe, turn your notification bell, leave a comment. We love to talk to you guys in the comments. If you don't know, we do have, like we were just saying, a Patreon episode every Friday. So if you're one of our patrons, thank you so much. And if you're not, we have a new episode. Come join, come say hi, check it out, or don't. We appreciate your support either way. Thank you guys so much. But other than that,
have a good week.
Thank you for listening. Have a good week. Get your shit done.
Or don't.
I mean, get it done.
Get it done. And
just listen to the episode again and just fucking figure it out.
On loop.
That's honestly what we need to do. All right. Love you guys so much. We'll talk to you next Monday. Have a good week. Love you so much.
Bye.